Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, July 1st. I'm Patricia Ballone.
And I'm Melissa Wright. Our top story tonight takes us to the courthouse in Upper Marlboro. A dramatic day at the county courthouse. The man who killed 3 siblings in a DUI crash on Indian Head Highway in Oxon Hill enters a plea today. Byron Scott has our story.
27-year-old Thomas Hawks pleaded guilty in court today, accepting responsibility for the December 2018 DUI crash that killed 3 little kids.
Going through our first Mother's Day and Father's Day without our children, feeling alone and being completely by ourselves. But that's why this is going on here today.
The mother of the 3 children who died in that December DUI accident broke down as she talked about them.
A little bit of tranquility is what we need. And even though this is not going to heal us, but I know that my beautiful children are looking down and are saying good job to mommy and daddy for fighting and for continuing fighting.
27-year-old Thomas Hawks, whose blood alcohol level that night was twice the legal limit, could face up to 36 years behind bars for the accident that killed 13-month-old Abraham and 5-year-old twins Rosalie and Alexander.
We just missed on Monday, June 24th, my twins Alexander and Rosalie's 6th birthday, where we had to sit at their gravesite, missing out on the plans that we had for them as graduating kindergartners. Along with their baby brother Isaac, so many plans left destroyed.
The family was rear-ended by Hawks, his truck landing on top of theirs. The family was heading home from church at the time.
We are pleased that Mr. Hawks accepted responsibility today.
Hawks will remain out on bond until sentencing. That's scheduled for September 26th. At the courthouse, Byron Scott, CTV News.
Well, Maryland is lowering the cost of prescription drugs. The state has created a drug review board to evaluate and recommend methods to make medication more affordable. The board, which will consist of 5 members, will also be able to set payment limits with the approval of a legislative panel.
There are people that are actually making decisions, you know, between buying their medication or paying their mortgage or their rent or their food, and that is not right. You know, it really isn't right. People should be able to take their medication and adhere to it, and they should be affordable.
So far, Maryland is the first state in the nation to do this.
And now for an overview of new laws taking effect in Maryland today. Here's Keisha Butts.
It's July 1st, meaning a new set of laws are taking effect in Maryland today. There's new efforts to prevent child abuse. Schools are now required to contact an applicant's past employers to find out if the employee was fired, disciplined, or asked to resign during an investigation of child sexual abuse or misconduct. Other laws include the expansion of the state's tax credit for electric vehicles and childcare, and technology upgrades for the state's 911 system. Marylanders can now have ownership interest in up to 4 licensed medical marijuana dispensaries, and state agencies must consider including public art and construction projects. The University of Maryland Board of Regents is now required to have 4 new members, including a student, and its meetings must be live streamed online. Johns Hopkins University is now allowed to create its own armed police force, and several state agencies will be renamed. This is Keisha Butts in the newsroom. Back to you in the studio.
Also, state employees will get a 3% raise, and another law will protect oysters by putting 5 sanctuary permanently into the law.
And another state law that goes into effect today, a styrofoam ban. Maryland is the first state to ban polystyrene foam containers in an effort to fight pollution. Businesses and schools that provide food service must now use recyclable or biodegradable materials. And in Prince George's, a new law goes into effect today that strengthens business and commercial recycling laws.
In essence, it makes sure that every business has not only a trash receptacle, but also has a recycling receptacle to collect our cans and our plastic bottles, our paper. Recycling is evolving. We're always trying to minimize what's going into our landfills here in Prince George's County. And so some businesses have already been doing it. The hotel at the University of Maryland has recycling in the rooms and in all the hallways as well. But we want to make sure all of our businesses are doing the best practice possible.
And the new Prince George's law also includes food scrap composting. You're watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Valone.
And I'm Melissa Rice.